seed, the Stanford Cardinals, taking on the 15th-ranked team in the land, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Stanford about to tee it up to get this one going. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Miami's offense takes the field to start this game off. In this offense, the tight end always seems to be open, and the quarterback always knows where to find him, Jesse.
These two are really special. I think they're going to be up for the individual awards for their respective positions at the end of the year. But, David, when this offense gets going, I really like how...
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Touchdown, Stanford! The defense putting points on the board.
Oof, and after that pick six, not the start this quarterback wanted. You're going to have to be really good about having a short-term memory and just turn the page. There's tons of football here to be played. You made a big mistake on that last throw. Don't let it beat you for the rest of this football game. You've got a lot of ball left to play. You've got to keep going.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Give to the running back. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to throw. It's Beck. Got it in the middle. It's Johnson. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Early in the game as a DB, I'm settling in. It's okay if I give up 4, 6, 7 yards. I'm just trying to get settled in, gauge the speed, and then later on, I can adjust to the speed of the game.
And the Hurricanes will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. At midfield, he's got room. Turning it on. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down. The Canes are flying down the field. Power football with the run. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
Not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
Yeah, and you're going to see this offense find different ways to get this running back involved. It's not just going to be on handoffs, and they're certainly going to line him up in different places and even throw him the football. But the screen game's a big part of it, too. They're trying to get him going now.
And the Canes are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to get it in.
Nice job by the defense, forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
Big guy smells it. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Hurricane. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Cardinal offense will get its first chance now. And for their sake, they better hope they've solved some of the turnover and protection issues that just plagued them in a nightmare of a game last week, David.
It was not a good performance. And this offense has got to grow. It's got to get better. And they've got to find some ways to move the football. They've got to throw the football, but he can't turn it over. Jesse, those are the critical mistakes. More games are lost than won. And last week, too many turnovers for this quarterback.
Well, they just had too many negative plays and too many turnovers in that game to win. They believe they've got the dudes offensively to win games.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Now a lot of work work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Stanford lines up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Gets the first one of the day off and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked it 4 times. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. A quick pass to the left. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
It's early in the game, and as offenses try to get their rhythm, these easy completions are very important because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes on, they'll be able to rev up and get more aggressive taking shots.
They'll run it from the gun. Breaks into the open. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
That's a nice-looking run, man, and what a legacy here when you think about Edgerrin James and Frank Gore, Willis McGahee, Clinton Portis, game breakers at the running back position. This guy, he seems like he's destined to play on Sunday.
Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. The pull and throw off the RPO. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. Hitting on transfer portal quarterbacks can be tricky. Certainly Miami did so with Cam Ward a season ago. And Jesse, they're hoping to keep it going with Carson Beck.
They want the Carson Beck version from 2023. At the end of that season, after winning the Orange Bowl, a lot of people thought Carson Beck would end up being the first pick of the NFL draft.
Fires toward the end zone. Almost intercepted. They took a shot on first down and just about turned the thing over. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? From the gun, to give, looking for room. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Love the play call on the RPO, and you're just really trusting this running back to be able to make a guy miss and then get into the second level. The offensive line did their job, gave them the crease, but that was the running back making that linebacker miss in the hole before getting room.
And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering toward a score. After that tight first quarter, this second period ought to be a lot of fun. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The RPO, fire complete to the left. Touchdown, Canes! A great catch and run for 6.
And I love the decision by the quarterback, finding his playmaker, getting him the football quickly so that he can make something happen after the play and get 6.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They marched 56 yards to the end zone, and they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Coming out on first down with the play fake. He's got him. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
That is an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding the window between the zones and delivering that ball on time.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Quick step and go. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
The play action fake. Under fire. Not a whole lot of room to run. Let's give him a couple.
I love it. The defense brings extra bodies near the line of scrimmage. They choose to blitz, get to him, try to speed up the processor just a little bit, force the scramble, no damage done. Nice job by this defense making him think really quickly and make a decision.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
A nice job by the quarterback there working through his progressions. Nothing open down the field, so he checks it down to his drag route coming from the slot receiver and get the completion.
They'll need to get the ball to the 34 to convert this third down. Brown wants to pass. He hurls one deep down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. He's going to have to break out the thunderfoot on this one, a 57-yard attempt. What a disappointment. No good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys.
Oh, man, the dreaded doink when you knock it off the crossbar. Those are ones where, man, just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle, and that thing's in, but it still counts as a miss and a missed opportunity.
He'll start this drive firing. Quickly complete.
Man, that quarterback knew that was a tiny window to throw into, and he just showed off his cannon of an arm.
And the Canes with myriad options after that big pickup. There he goes. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move. Now they've moved it just inside the 40. 1st and 10 from the 39. Makes it past the marker. Gets loose in the middle. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Miami! Boy, did he just scorch that defense for that score.
He shows you all of it, Reese. He's got the speed, he's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. You just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Pulls it and fires to the left. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Gives it on the option. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line, and it'll be 4th down. Stanford lines up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Wants to bring it back. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
The Hurricanes come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. To the air, it's Beck. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. And here comes the punt team. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He'll make the fair catch at the 13, and they will have less than favorable field position here. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They run the reverse. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Punts it out of the air. Tackled at the 25, but they get out of jail with a 15-yard pickup. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking downfield on 1st down. He'll get rid of it. He's got an open man. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Davis. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. They just keep firing. Finds his man. It's Williams. He'll go out of bounds on the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. Stanford going back to work with another 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Running to Green. Nice move there. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a 1st down. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. Finds his man. It's Farrell. He gets just inside the red zone and goes out of bounds at the 19. The Cardinal can be aggressive here on 2nd and short. Trying play action. Lets it fly. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinal!
And that was a really big score here at the end of the 1st half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the 1st half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the 2nd half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop in the 19. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the 2nd half.
He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. Back to pass, it's Beck. Working that left side now. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Still some work to do after that last completion at 2nd down. Caught in the backfield, it's Johnson. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The offense will quickly use a timeout. And the Hurricanes are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Looking to throw on 3rd. Catch in the middle, it's Johnson. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. The Canes moving quickly to the line. Wants to throw on 1st down. Keeps looking downfield. Got the 1st himself. Oh, he's got some space. He goes out of bounds across the 25, marking at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning. Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down. Waning seconds of the first half, and they'll try to tack on a 3 before they head to the locker room. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And that lead grows even bigger. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, this matchup on that field there in Coral Gables, sign me up for another half. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust his strategy, he could be headed towards a career day.
Brown will throw it. Gonna take a shot. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
This offense is done being patient. They're down on the scoreboard here. Now, early in their first possession in the third quarter, they're being aggressive. They're taking shots. They're trusting their playmakers outside to get it done. That time, the defense, really nice job forcing the incompletion. They were ready for it. This offense, though, they need to stay aggressive.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Tight end finds a soft spot. He'll go out of bounds at the 38-yard line as this offense patiently tries to work the ball out of its own end. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. To the air on first down. Fires to the middle. He's got it. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? Made his break. He was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
This Stanford offense is humming, set up with another first down. Looking to throw on first down. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. After the big first down sack, it's second down. Back to pass. Fires to the big fella. And he's knocked down. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it. Big tight end makes the grab, first down, still on his feet. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Turning it on. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. Stanford with a lot of options here on second and short. They go to the ground. Breaks the tackle. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. The Cardinal come to the line, needing a few inches to move the sticks. It'll be a run on third and short. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up fourth down. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. The kicker will reach for a 36-yard attempt. Dead center perfect. Down to a one-possession game, 24-17. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, it is now a final in Conference USA and a game I think a lot of folks will want to hear about.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain. Here comes the offense on first down. They'll give it to him again. Picks up the first down, still moving. Brought down at the 45 after a 15-yard pickup. They've come out with answers on this possession and now another first down. Got a man, it's Johnson.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get two bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
And the Canes come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. And they can't make the connection on fourth down, and they'll turn it over. Brown wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. He's open on the right. Oh, my goodness, he's still moving. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Stanford!
Well, the quarterback does a great job with his decision-making. He found the matchup he wanted one-on-one. His tight end's able to stretch the field. He makes the catch, and he does the rest of the work himself, running it into the end zone.
And he's coming out of the end zone. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll start this drive going to the air. With the catch, it's Bauman. Breaks into the open. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws, just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
That's caught. It's Fletcher. On the move at the 30. He goes out of bounds across the 25, marking at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning. What a ride. It's been through the first 3 quarters of this game. We are all tied up. Let's check out some stats. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Pulls and throws off the RPO. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that.
And the Canes, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. The RPO, it's complete. Touchdown, Hurricane! And they've moved out front here in the fourth. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being caught. And it's blocked. He's got it. He can take this back for 2. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike score. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Brown will throw it quickly to the tight end. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the first down. Leaves it with the running back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And how about the timing of the linebacker on the blitz to get in the backfield and get the tackle for loss?
Is there anything better for a linebacker than to run on a blitz and nobody's home except the back?
Such a great feeling when the Moses parts the Red Sea and the hole opens up and you go fill it.
The Cardinal come to the line with lots of work to do on third down. Run the gun, wants to pass. And they can't make the play on third down.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense...
There he goes! He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line. This offense has to be feeling it after that last one, and they'll snap it 1st and 10 just outside the 20. Unloads quickly. He steps out of bounds right at the 15-yard line. They've done a really good job creating the matchups they want out of the slot.
Yeah, dude, get that guy matched up on a linebacker. That guy matched up on a safety. Keep him away from the corners by putting him in the slot. Get him the football. Let him make plays.
The Hurricanes are moving quickly down the field. Red pass, it's complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make a...
Touchdown, Canes! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W. 2-point conversion attempt is on the way.
Love the individual effort here by the wide receiver. After he has the ball, able to make people miss. You see the speed as he goes in for the touchdown.
Miami, 36. Stanford, 24.
He'll bring it out. It's Farrell. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Here's a heat. Caught at the 25. A massive impressive pickup on that one, and they're in business at the 21.
Well, trailing like they are right now in the fourth quarter, their execution offensively is just going to have to be at a premium. You can't afford a lot of incompletions at this point. Everybody is going to need to be on the same page moving forward.
Stanford gets set to snap it on first down. Brown wants to pass, and he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
Well, quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
Unloads to the wideout. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Wants to throw again. Fires to the middle. Big fella moving. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be first and goal. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Cardinal.
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown. You've made this a one-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the O?
They got one of the touchdowns they needed, and they'll try to get the ball back right now with the onside kick. Look out, he's got room. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. One possession game, getting late, first order of business, just take care of the football.
So they call this situation 4-minute offense, where you're trying to run the football and throw high percentage passes to maintain possession and bleed the clock. This is a very difficult point of the game to execute at a high level, though.
Yeah, and listen, what you understand as an offense is if I get 1 or 2 first downs, this ball game's over. And that's your sole objective. Not scoring, take care of the football, get a few first downs, walk out with a W.
And the Hurricanes are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. The handoff keeps working on that clock. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. On second down, let's see if they go right back to the run and put this game on ice. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Canes want to pick up the tempo. Quarterback, quick pass to the receiver. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. You got to believe they just want to run it, take care of the football, and keep that clock moving on 2nd and 9. He leaves it with his back. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. They've started a pretty good drive. This will be the 7th play, but they need to convert 3rd and 5. Takes the handoff. It's Fletcher. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
4th down coming up.
Despite failing earlier on 4th down, they will try again here. They're just trying to rub it in. Makes the catch. That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has